Hello, this is Cheeky Fantasy. Right now I am playing or technically I grabbed some footage from Goga No commentary because uh, I'm kind of too lazy to get my own video of the characters being featured. But since there already is one, let's use that then. While I kind of talk over it. Let's talk about Concord. It's a shooter right now that's been out, a hero shooter that's been out for maybe a couple of weeks now. Not many players at all on Steam charts. Kind of dreadful player count actually. It plays better than it looks because it does have some developers from Destiny and Call of Duty I hear, so it does have that DNA in its gameplay. But outside of that, it's a hero shooter. And hero shooter, much like MOBAs, and fighting games, they live by their mechanics, but you start with the characters. You live and die with the characters. As you can see right now on the video playing in the background, most of the characters don't grab you. Most of the characters, ironically, don't have character in how they look. They all pretty much look like NPC characters or background characters from someone else's sci-fi game right now. If you put these characters in the background of, let's say, Mass Effect 3 or 2, I would not even question if they were main characters. Look at this character itself, Starchild. This screams like it was a Drax ripoff, especially with the red and the colors on the body and the no armor or any clothes on the upper body itself. That's not a bad comparison, except for outside of that, there is no defining features on him except for his red face. This character, Baz, supposed to be an assassin flanker type of character, wears bright colored jackets and has some huge froze on her head. Does not scream like an assassin at all, does not look like an assassin at all, does not look interesting at all. I am not sure what their design philosophy was when making these characters, but the theme of it seems to me is to make it safe as possible, bland as possible. Remember, this game was in development since 2016, 8 years. A part of me kind of believes that this game at one point was amazing, but at one point it was all of the characters must have been put in a committee room and was kind of grinded down until nobody in that room found them offensive. It feels like the characters themselves, because usually when an artist designs a character, you can see part of the artist with that character. Look at this character, Roka. This does not look like a finished design. If you tell me this was a generic enemy, a Rocketeer variant of a generic soldier in a sci-fi shooter like maybe Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter or Advanced Warfare, whatever, I would not even question it. This character's name is the Duchess. If you put this character as a random NPC quest giver in, let's say, Starfield or maybe even Fallout 4, heck, even in Skyrim, I would not even question it. She looks like a generic NPC from Skyrim if you take out the gun. I'm not sure what they were going for at all. Usually in a hero shooter, you can see the character, you can already think of, okay, they were going for this kind of archetype. This was the idea for the character. This was the thing, and the skills reflect the design. Outside of the gun that they're using and the weapons they're holding, I'm not sure what's supposed to be their role. This is a sniper, because she has a sniper rifle. That's basically it. She has robot legs. I guess she can jump high. Outside of that, I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Upper on her upper torso. I already forgot about her. Lennox. People call this a bootleg Yondu. Best description they could give. I could not remove Yondu out of my mind except for his alternate skin. His alternate skin looks like he was a Guardians of the Galaxy variant of Sheamus from WWE. Right? They kind of look like Sheamus. I think Sheamus was his name, right? The Irish guy in WWE. Already forgot about him. Haymar. From the clothes itself, I think she's gonna have an ability to throw some kind of an elemental thing. But outside of that, this looks like a generic robe from maybe Skyrim that gives you like some plus for magicka or something. Nothing on this character screams at me that this is unique at all. Kind of a shame because overall the graphics does feel polished, but it doesn't scream at all unique in any way at all to me. Lark is a good example of what's so bad about this game. If this character was put as an NPC soldier or a spore variant of a generic soldier, no one would question it. Nothing about him screams unique main character. Everything about him screams generic soldier that's to be killed by the dozen when the main character comes piling through. Look at this character. Its name is Kips. If you put this in a Portal game as a generic enemy that you fight, or maybe in a Half-Life, I would not even question it. Look at his clothes. There is no detail. It's just a suit with no physics on it. 8 years of work went into this game. People designed this. People above them approved of this design. And this is what they came up with. This is Sony. What is going on with Sony? Oh, wow. Or is it Dow? I don't know. Blueberry looking guy. I'm not even sure what gender they are. They have gender pronouns in this game. Not sure why. Don't really care. Just looks like a heavy variant of a soldier. You see, there's a theme going on right now. Every one of these characters look like generic soldiers, NPCs, characters in the background. If you put them, I think I said this earlier, but if these characters were NPC characters in a sci-fi single player game, I would not even question it. Speaking of NPC characters, we have now the generic soldier. It used to be a joke that Soldier 76 was a generic Call of Duty guy. This looks like someone who is cosplaying to play a Nerf game. His alternate skin makes him look like a security officer in some kind of a future sci-fi world, maybe Star Trek, but that's it. Jabali in itself is, I'd say, the most unique looking character out of all of them, but that's not saying too much. The way he taps his feet gives him a tidbit of personality. But apart from that, there's too little going on right now. Secondly, there are now two characters wearing the same glasses. This and the knives lady. Anyway, good talk. Guys out.